Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a little bit of a different style video because I'll be going over my first take on my first ever Paul McCartney concert. So, I guess it's been a few days now since I've seen this concert. I went to the one in Knoxville, and it was a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. I went with my mom also, and she had a really good time as well. She thinks it's probably one of the best concerts she's ever seen. And yeah, I really enjoyed it overall. Paul was really fun, really interactive in the crowd and everything. So this video, I'm going to be kind of going through kind of like his set list and kind of point out any kind of memorable moments from at least my experience from his tour. But before I do that, of course, I had to stop by a record store in Knoxville before the concert, just because, you know, I collect records, as you can see by my channel. So the record store was called Lost and Found Records in Knoxville. It's kind of like in a house style record store. It's kind of in a house, but it's like packed full of records, and it had a lot of good stuff, a lot of good classic rock stuff that they had. And I could have probably kept digging for non-Beatles stuff there for a good bit, but I kind of went for the, you know, I really literally went right before the Paul McCartney concert. So I looked at the Beatles stuff, looked at the solo Beatles stuff, and of course they didn't have any Paul McCartney albums to be expected. But they gave me a couple stickers. So here's a sticker, bumper sticker, and a couple buttons they threw in for me at the end there. And I do like to collect business cards from record stores that I've traveled to outside my state, and I ended up getting Beatles Live at the Star Club. And this pressing's from, as you can see by the bottom there, from Holland or the Netherlands. And there's actually a video just put out by Parlogram Auctions on YouTube talking about this album. And this particular pressing has, I think, the US track listing, but it plays the UK, or the original style. I think it has, like, I saw her standing there instead of I'm going to sit down, write down, cry over you, and I'm pretty sure it also has a twist and shout in there as well. So, anyway, that's kind of interesting. Here's the label, just on the historic records label, I believe. And this is actually a 1982 release instead of a 1977 release. But yeah, I thought it was just kind of an interesting album, and decided to pick it up. And I did find one other thing. It was probably the only Paul McCartney item at the store, as they said everything was sold out. But it was Give My Regards to Broad Street VHS. Pretty sure, so this is the film. I've never seen the film, so I do have a VHS player at home. As you can see, I'm not home right now. I'm back at school for a couple summer classes, and 2 classes away to graduate. But anyway, so that's what I got at the record store, and now I'm going to show you what I got while I was waiting in line to get into the Paul McCartney concert. I ended up getting this black t-shirt. And there's the all the tour dates on the back. There you go. And I was planning on getting a tour book, but they ran out, so that was kind of disappointing. But okay, I guess I feel like tour books would be a kind of thing that people would get, so they would stock up a lot on them. But from when I saw it, people actually had tour books, pretty like a thick, almost like kind of like a book. And I did check Paul McCartney's official website, and they do have tour books for sale, so I'll probably pick one of those up from his official site, so that's okay. And my mom ended up getting a little pin that said, like, Paul McCartney got back tour or something like that. So now let's talk about the tour, his set list. He started off with Can't Buy Me Love, nice kind of high energy to kind of kick off the concert, and then he kind of goes straight into Junior's Farm. I'm just trying trying to think of every song. There's some couple memorable ones that I can remember, but if I just go through them, it's just kind of just a standard Paul McCartney song. Nothing really too special about that particular song at this concert. Paul McCartney's voice. I mean, he's about to turn 80, I believe. So, I mean, you can't really expect to be perfect. It was a little bit, I don't know how to, scratchy, or not scratchy. I can't think of a word right now, but, higher notes, not the best. It seemed like when it was a faster paced song where we had to speak a lot of words at once, it kind of got a little bit shaky, as you can say. But then again, he literally was out there for 2.5 hours, and he only took a couple sips of water for a little bit of it. So to be 79, I thought he sounded pretty good. I will say he didn't really do a whole lot of moving around on stage while he was playing. He just kind of stood there, played his bass and sang, or played on the piano and sang. I did see Ringo a few years ago, and Ringo was pretty high energy, and he kind of moved around a lot, so they can have a little two different styles there. But anyway, we go on to track 3 and 4 is Letting Go and Got to Get You Into My Life. Sounded pretty good. I enjoyed those two songs. And then we have a newer song that comes on is Come On To Me. And I will say all his newer songs that he sang, he sounded pretty good with those, because I guess you're used to the older voice of Paul McCartney. But for whatever reason, it seemed for his newer songs, his voice sounded really good for those songs, which is kind of interesting. And then he goes into Let Me Roll It, which was a really rocking song at the concert. And they also ended with a Foxy Lady tribute to Jimi Hendrix. And then he proceeded to tell a story about when he saw Jimi Hendrix cover Sgt. Pepper. And so that was pretty cool. He kind of still told stories in between songs, so that was pretty cool. He was very interactive with the crowd, so that was very cool with all the little kind of snippets he kind of said in between the songs. And then, let's see, we go on to Getting Better, and then, then I guess he's played either Women Are Wise or Let 'Em In. He played Let 'Em In my particular concert. And then we go into My Valentine, and he shouted out to his current wife in the stand, said, "This one's for you." And then there was a nice song, slower song that he sang pretty well, and with a nice images in the background. I think every concert has a screen. It's kind of even a light show at some particular songs, but had nice pictures going through. It was just kind of a nice song in general. And then he goes on to 1985, and I really enjoyed this song in general anyway, so I really liked to hear him sing that one. Thought he did a good job on that one. And then, let's see, he goes into Maybe I'm Amazed, and I thought that was a really cool moment, because it's probably debatable one of his best songs ever, and probably most popular one done live from the Wings Over America tour. So to actually see that one in person and live, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. So we go from that one to kind of a acoustic. He came out from the piano, went to acoustic, and he could have done I've Just Seen a Face or We Can Work It Out. One of my mom's favorite Beatles songs was I've Just Seen a Face, but unfortunately he went to We Can Work It Out, and so that was a little disappointing. My mom was a little disappointed about that, but We Can Work It Out was just kind of a nice standard song, nothing too special about it. But the next one was pretty cool. It was In Spite of All the Danger. He kind of told a story about how the first Beatles recording on a physical record, how that kind of was made and how it changed through hands all through the years. And it was a pretty cool little song there. Hear one of the first Beatles songs ever recorded, and for him to do it live was pretty cool. And next up we have is Love Me Do, and he kind of told another story about that, how he was told by George Martin to sing the kind of the Love Me Do part where John goes into his harmonica. It was he said every time I hear that on the radio, I could just hear the nervousness in his voice or something. So that was pretty funny. But then he moved into a Dance Tonight, done real well, and then the crowd a nice. Then we kind of go into some slower songs here. We got Blackbird, which was done really well. Everyone seemed to enjoy that one. And then probably the quietest the crowd was in the whole entire concert when he sung was Here Today. So that was very kind of passionate and I guess an emotional, and a nice montage of John and Paul on the screen behind him. So that was very nice, and we're very well done. And then we kind of go into something completely not kind of slow. We go to one of his newer songs, and he sung New. He could have done Queenie Eye or New, but yeah, he chose to do the song New for my particular concert. And again, all the newer songs that he sang, he sounded really well doing those. So that was very nicely sung. Then we go to Lady Madonna. He's back on the piano, and then For You, and then he does Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite, and that was a pretty cool light display, if I remember, kind of a psychedelic kind of feel to it, so that was kind of cool. And then we move on to Something. He started off on the ukulele, and then he said that it was personally given to him from George, so that one item that was for him just to be playing, so he kind of moved into playing the ukulele, and then the full band that kind of came in, and then another montage with him and George came in, and it was just a very nice tribute to George. And then he got the crowd involved in Obla Di Obla Da. Then he sang You Never Gave Me Your Money, She Came Through the Bathroom Window, done nice. And then Get Back, he sang actually the Got Back tour, so he sang Get Back. His voice was a little kind of struggling on this song. Again, I think the faster pace or a lot of words that he had to get out kind of really shows kind of his older voice. But you can't really complain too much. But then he did Band on the Run. He did that one really well. And then Let It Be, again a crowd favorite, done really nice. And then Live and Let Die. Now, for being 79 to almost 80 years old, he can still flat out, rock. That was probably like the loudest song in the whole entire concert. And then once the dun 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 part, there was pyrotechnics, fireworks inside a building. I was in a basketball stadium, and that was pretty, I guess, electric. I guess is one word to say it. But yeah, that was really cool, and he can still rock for being that old. And then he kind of technically ends his set list for song number 29 of Hey Jude, so everyone singing along with all the na-na-nas. And then he went off stage. Then everyone came back up, holding the flags. Had the UK, US, Ukraine, and then the Tennessee flag was flown across the stage, and then moved on to the encore, which I think was probably the most, or for me, the best part of the show was when he did the duet with John Lennon with I Got a Feeling. So I think Peter Jackson, he was saying that singled out John's voice from the rooftop concert. So they had John Lennon on the screen singing, and with the duet with John, that was really cool. I think that was the highlight for the whole concert for me, because me not being too old, John Lennon was killed about close to 20 years before I was even born. So to have kind of both of them sing at the same time is kind of something special for me. And then he kind of goes in the birthday, which was kind of, any birthdays in the crowd kind of thing. And then again, back to another rocker with Helter Skelter, one of my favorite Beatles songs. Again, a very, very loud and rocking song for an encore. And then to finish off, finally, he did Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight in the end. Very nice way to end the concert with all the guitar solos, and then just a very fun show. It lasted, again, about 2.5 hours, and he really only had one little break, really. So that was really impressive to see Paul McCartney, about 79, about to turn 80 years old, go out there and perform a full concert like that. It was something really special. And once I saw he came back on tour, I was trying to find any close spots to where he was coming, and Knoxville happened to be good timing for us to go. I don't know how many more concerts he's got left in him, so me and my mom decided to go because it might be kind of now or never, and we're really glad to have gone. So I know it's a little bit longer video. I'm not showing a whole lot, but I hope you enjoyed me going through all the songs and my experiences at his concert. And I will be posting my record road trip videos. I got those recorded at my house, so I'll just post them in the upcoming weeks or so. But I wanted to get this one out first because I just saw Paul McCartney and I was excited to talk about it. So thanks for watching. See you next time.